Your great-grandmother gave me an original treaty medal to my great-grandfather. Yes, we do need new ones. We'll have to go tonight. We'll see you tonight at 5. Yes, my husband is.
Give me your name. My name is Jackie. Oh, hello, Jack.
Hello, Claire, you're all right.
Give me Jim Moore.
Give them a bit more room.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome home. It was such a wonderful sign that we had. The Canadians that came out, I think they're very happy to be able to just talk to you.
We love seeing so many friendly faces.
Yeah.
We
could sit there and...
Still.
Let's go on this.
Right, so this is not from
Majesty, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for coming.
A joy. for both. There isn't two rules, is there? One rule for everybody.
I'm not sorry with you right now.
But Terry, listen,
I know that.
we are live in their way. They just need to play the game. Okay, this is international. That's national.
I get that.
Okay, so this is going further than this.
I think you're also getting further that feet anyway.
No.
You know?
Nobody does that.
I will never forget our time. Yeah, it's all good. Thank
It was a very successful visit, a good reminder of the strength of, of Canadian institutions. Really, this is about Canadian institutions. The King is the King of Canada. You saw all institutions from Indigenous peoples through to the Senate, the Parliament, the Supreme Court, the military represented for the speech from the throne. Brilliantly delivered, I might add, by His Majesty. And you see the enthusiasm for those institutions. And even for me. As much as your viewers might not, as much as your viewers might not believe it.
Has His Majesty reinforced Canada's sovereignty?
Our sovereignty is strong, true north, strong and free.
The government is guided by its conviction that the economy is only truly strong when it serves everyone. Many Canadians are struggling to get ahead. The government is responding, reducing middle-class taxes and saving two-income families up to $840 a year. It will cut the GST on homes at or under $1 million for first-time home buyers, delivering savings of up to $50,000. And it will lower the GST on homes between $1 million and $1.5 million. The government's overarching goal, its core mission, is to build the strongest economy in the G7. That starts with creating one Canadian economy out of 13. Internal barriers to trade and labour mobility cost Canada as much as $200 billion each year. The government will introduce legislation to remove all remaining federal barriers to internal trade and labour mobility by Canada Day. To build Canada strong, the government is working closely with provinces, territories, and Indigenous peoples to identify and catalyse projects of national significance. Projects that will connect Canada, that will deepen Canada's ties with the world, and that will create high-paying jobs for generations. Given the pace of change and the scale of opportunities, speed is of the essence. Through the creation of a new major federal project office, the time needed to approve a project will be reduced from 5 years to 2, all while upholding Canada's world-leading environmental standards and its constitutional obligations to Indigenous peoples. The government will also strike cooperation agreements with every interested province and territory within 6 months to realise its goal of one project, one review. When Canadians come together, Canada builds things that last. Critically, the government will undertake a series of measures to help double the rate of home building while creating an entirely new housing industry, using Canadian technology, Canadian skilled workers and Canadian lumber. The government will introduce measures to deliver affordable homes by creating Build Canada Homes. This mission-driven organization will act to accelerate the development of new affordable housing. It will invest in the growth of the prefabricated and modular housing industry, and it will provide significant financing to affordable home builders. The government will make the housing market work better, including by cutting municipal development charges in half for all multi-unit housing. The government will drive supply up to bring housing costs down. To be truly strong, Canada must be secure. To that end, the government will introduce legislation to enhance security at Canada's borders. Law enforcement and intelligence agencies will have new tools to stop the flow of fentanyl and its precursors. The Canada Border Services Agency will be given new powers to examine goods destined for export, to prevent the transport of illegal and stolen products, including cars. The government will discharge its duty to protect Canadians and their sovereign rights from wherever challenges may come, at home or abroad. To keep communities safe, the government will hire 1,000 more RCMP personnel. It will change firearms licensing and strengthen enforcement of yellow and red flag laws. Weapons licenses for those convicted of intimate partner violence and those subject to protection orders will be revoked. Through the deployment of scanners, drones, and helicopters, additional personnel, and canine teams, the government will stem the tide of illegal guns and drugs across the border. It will take these steps while protecting the rights of law-abiding gun owners and Indigenous peoples' long-standing hunting traditions. The government will bring a renewed focus on car theft and home invasions by toughening the criminal code to make bail harder to get for repeat offenders charged with committing these crimes, along with human trafficking and drug smuggling. During this time of great change, Canadians are uniting behind what makes Canada unique. Nature is core to Canada's identity. In 2022, Canada convened COP15 in Montreal, which concluded with 196 countries striking a historic agreement to protect 30% of their lands and 30% of waters by 2030. To this end, the government will protect more of Canada's nature than ever before through the creation of new national parks, national urban parks, marine protected areas, and other conservation initiatives. The government will always protect the rights and freedoms that the Charter guarantees for every Canadian. The government will be a reliable partner to Indigenous peoples, upholding its fundamental commitment to advancing reconciliation. Central to this commitment is the creation of long-term wealth and prosperity with Indigenous peoples. For that reason, the government will double the Indigenous Loan Guarantee Program from $5 billion to $10 billion, enabling more Indigenous communities to become owners of major projects. As Canada moves forward with nation-building projects, the government will always be firmly guided by the principle of free, prior, and informed consent. Canada's immigration system has long been a source of pride for Canadians and of dynamism for the economy. The government is dedicated to rebuilding the trust of Canadians in immigration by restoring balance to the system.